Hey Taurus, what's going on? Welcome into the channel. So happy to have you here always. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. We're in Cancer season. We had our new moon in Cancer last week. This week we're coming up on some retrogrades. We have 3 planets going into retrograde this July. Neptune is first. Neptune really governs and connects us to our intuition. It's in Aries right now, and it is in conjunction, in alignment with Saturn. So the moral of the story is learning how to trust yourself, trust your instincts, trust what you sense and what you feel. When Neptune goes into retrograde, however, it forces us to sift through lies and illusion with truth, right? And that can be a pretty fine line, especially when we're talking about those more subtler senses like our intuition, right? Exercising that muscle of innate knowing and remembering that innate knowing brings with it peace, even if it's like a shitty outcome, right? Even if we don't like what is being told to us or what we're sensing into. Awareness allows us wisdom. It allows us to be creative, new opportunities, different approaches to things, how we can navigate and overcome. Where if we don't know, if we're like lying to ourselves or whatever, then we're limited. Right? Then we're limited. And so it's a lot about trusting self, listening to self, and using that as guidance as we navigate through some of these changes and transitions that we're running into. This is why I like to start off the readings with an energy cleansing, just to set the tone, set the vibe for the reading, cleanse out any blocks, obstacles, limitations we might be coming into. It's also a really good time to set your own intention, Taurus, especially if you've come in with something on your heart or mind, something you would like Spirit to deliver messages to around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. It's a really great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your personal situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you're just looking for more of a rebalancing of self, alignment of mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we are aligned in self, when we feel good, when we feel grounded and clear, that's really where we're manifesting our happiness, our fulfillment, our abundance from. And we all deserve that, right? We all deserve to be happy and fulfilled. And I would love to support that, whatever that looks like for you. Definitely hit me up. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, let's get into it, Taurus. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being so that we may see and understand the messages clearly and help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. All right, Taurus. So I kind of feel like your energy, or walking into this week rather, is like pretty distracted, or I'm hearing like you're trying to distract yourself. It feels like you're intentionally trying to just like fill your time, fill your space with things to do, maybe even people, or it feels more like busy work. It doesn't even feel like you're engaging in as much social interaction. There's a little bit of discontentment. I don't know, like something just feels like you're just not feeling it. You're not happy. You're not like in the mood, maybe. Because it feels like I'm hearing this pregnancy as like this value of like readjusting. You have to like readjust your perspective around something and readjust your approach. It's an idea that you really want to see enliven, and it's coming off of some truth, some clarity being presented to you, truth that I do feel has changed your perspective. It's actively ignited this value in you where you're just like, you know what, I'm gonna really take a step back and assess what is good for me, what is actually beneficial, healing, supportive to my soul. And that's what Cancer season, Cancer energy is all about. It is that value of like mama love, right? The way that our mother should love, support, nurture us, etc. And if we don't have that in our physical world, then we have to provide that for ourselves. And there's something that maybe you're being a little bit fickle around. There's something that feels like something has been kind of causing some difficulty. 5 of Cups energy. Maybe you are allowing your emotions to overwhelm you. Beginning of the week, the moon is tensely aspected to Venus. Venus is in conjunction with Uranus this week, and it's also moving into Gemini. So it's really forcing us to take different approaches to love and our relationships, whether they're love or not for you. It doesn't have to be love, only if that resonates, right? But it's like taking a different approach, being creative, being inventive, and recognizing that not everything is going to come in how we expect it to or fantasize it to be. And honestly, I feel like that's kind of been a theme for you lately, right? Like where you have had to adjust those expectations in order to better take care of yourself. And as much as I see you seeing that and understanding that, perhaps falling slightly short of the lesson. Don't hate me for saying that. I don't mean it in shade. It's just like there's the topical lesson and then there's that deeper value of why it's important for you to look at something from that different lens. And you're already doing it. You're already like halfway there is what I hear. It might be getting jumbled with other people, other situations, opinions, even this person's situation, like whatever you're dealing with, because it kind of looks like whatever they said, whatever they did, they're trying to play cleanup, right? They're trying to backtrack, essentially, is what I'm seeing. And they're telling you that. It's hard not to accept it. I mean, I feel like whatever they said, whatever they told you, it was enough to turn you off. It was enough for you to be like, I don't know about this. You know, I don't really like this. And they easily picked that up. And so it feels like they're adjusting. It feels like, oh my gosh, of course, I effing knew it. 7 of Swords energy. They're adjusting how they're showing up to you. And it's sneaky behavior. And this is maybe what you're not being very cautious about, Taurus. Again, being honest about who and what something is, someone, something, but also like putting it into, I get it. You're just trying to have a diplomatic perspective, but anybody can backtrack on what they say, right? And they're doing so in a way that they know is going to speak to your heart. I keep being drawn to that dangling heart. I love this 2 of Cups, but they're saying the right things. They're doing the right things. They're offering exactly what you want. This does feel like someone who knows how to manipulate the situation to get what they want out of it, and they're very good. 5 of Cups energy on some level feels good because it's like, there's often some type of validation in wishing that things didn't go the way that they went, because it's a belief that you can change it, right? Or it's expressing like, if I was in this place, I would have done this, or I wouldn't have said this or whatever, but you still did it and you still said it. And that's kind of what you're not getting, right? Like you're giving the benefit of the doubt. And I think it's because that feels like it's your only option on some level, but it might not be. And maybe there is this value of you not really trusting yourselves, trusting what spirit is guiding you and directing you towards. Again, that Saturn and Neptune in Aries. We're going to be challenged on that. We're going to be challenged on that for the next little bit. So it's being okay with scrutinizing what people are saying, telling you how they're acting, how they're behaving, and then also scrutinizing your own beliefs around those things. Because there is something you're trying to separate yourself from. There is something that you don't want to be a part of, because actually it's benefiting you in the long run, and you know that. And on some level, it feels like you have gotten sucked into someone else's games, or someone's like severe inability to either acknowledge or take ownership, have responsibility to grow the F up. I love the Knight of Pentacles because he takes his time, but in this scenario, it like really just is not working out for anybody, because it's not just someone taking their time, it's someone who's like dragging their heels. And I feel like whatever they confessed, they revealed a level of truth to you, and that's where Spirit's saying, like, you got to be cautious. You got to be methodical. It's not going to be easy, because there's something around this that like you're either getting something from this individual situation. It seems like the right thing to do. Maybe your ego's getting stroked a little bit. Don't hate me for saying that, but that's how the energy is playing out this week. There's some competition between our ego and our emotions. And that's kind of where you're struggling a little bit, right? Because it does mean it's not even, and honestly, I don't even think that like any outside person would sit there and say to you like, well, you know, like you're being stupid or whatever. Like, I think you're actually being wise, and I feel like people would like validate that for you. But you're taking it hard. You're taking it personally. You're putting a lot of judgments on yourself. I appreciate what life gives to me. All that I need is around me. I just need to align myself, focus, and express gratitude. And that's really what this is about, Taurus, is aligning yourself and just accepting what things are. Sometimes it's not easy. I give support to others. Everything in the world is interconnected. Every human being is special and unique. I share this truth with others and show them my support. Sometimes support means that we need to be, that we need to be honest. We need to be honest about what we think, about what we feel, etc. Because I'm hearing this support as making sure that you're not overly giving of yourself. I enjoy freedom within myself. I am honest with myself. I can enjoy all the freedom in life. I can share it with the world. And part of being free is being honest, right? The truth will set you free. It actually brings the opportunity to expand, to grow, to have endless limitation versus like limitation, restriction, which actually shuts down the options. It shuts down the opportunities. And I feel like whatever you're kind of working towards, whatever you're trying to cultivate, it is there for you. You also have to look at like the places that you're inviting those people, situations in, and how much they really are in alignment with your wants and needs. I feel like that's really where your freedom is. And there is that value of like when we're honest with ourselves, even if it means like we're disconnecting or letting go of a situation, a person, a cycle, it's actually better for everybody involved, right? So not always the easiest energy, but there is a lot of power that's coming from empowerment, I should say, through this week. So I hope you enjoyed the reading. I hope you found messages that resonate here for you. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, a little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support you bring to the channel. No, I'm sending it back your way.